CBS The Bold and Beautiful Explorers tease that Brooke could potentially start a new series of fights with Taylor intent on reclaiming Ridge back. Plus, Brooke will likely shift all the blame on Taylor and assume she's the reason Bridge's married life is in trouble. So let's steer things in this direction. We're busy working through some rather confusing situations, when no one would have suspected that it was Sheila who swapped out Brooke's non-alcoholic bottle. As long as Sheila didn't build on the above circumstances, Brooke would never have taken a step she couldn't control and likely would never have fallen herself. This explains that Brooke is holding on to some desire for influence on Deacon's part, or it seems that there will be not a kiss between the two of them. Also, the way Douglas covered up and wasn't allowed to say another word from Brooke's request dragged on until she became aware of the story, so it's all her fault. Because it was not Brooke who was not to blame for what had happened. It was she who kept silent until the last minute and wanted Douglas to do what she arranged. As soon as Brooke's married life is torn apart due to the New Year's Eve storyline, she will immediately take on a completely new role. But Brooke feels rather uncomfortable because Taylor explains the story on New Year's Eve. Most importantly, Taylor doesn't know the whole secret. B&B Spoilers said that after thinking about it for a while, Brooke chose to tell the whole story. But unfortunately for her, Taylor went a step faster and explained to Ridge how his wife spoke lies. That's the turning point for a video of Deacon getting out of Brooke's house the next morning. And it's all true. Besides, Ridge was already starting to rampage over the belief that Brooke had slept with Deacon. So if Brooke wanted to explain it to him, it would be extremely difficult to get Ridge to calmly hear the story. Honestly, on New Year's Eve, Brooke rushed to bed with Deacon. But between the two of them, there are absolutely no unexpected problems. But Brooke had a passionate kiss with her former lover and concealed how Deacon found his way to the door after leaving before. Ridge would tell and be more indignant than ever with the deceptive information brought from Taylor rather than Brooke. And that will make Ridge understand that his faith in Brooke has lost a lot, and it will be difficult for the two of them to return to the way they were. Now Taylor will be the name of the substitutes of right and compassion, which will be right before Ridge begins to think twice and act on the sender of the source. It should come as no surprise that we see Taylor become Ridge's source of encouragement and help him through his grief. Just wish for the links between Taylor and Ridge as Thomas and Steffi thought. It would just make Brooke believe her judgment wasn't wrong, and that's how Taylor wanted to push her away so he could continue, close to the life of Ridge. It's fair to say a clash is inevitable this time around. Brooke won't give in and let Taylor take Ridge out of her hands, so she'll start to resent her heart and start new plans.